So welcome to our viewers around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're looking for the New Zealand under-19 women's versus Great Britain under-19 women. My name's Ian Curtin and I'm the USA under-23 men's coach. And with me we've got Matt.
Yeah, hi. My name's Matt Nunn. I'm one of the Great Britain referees here in Hobart for these underwater hockey age group World Championships 2017. So we're about 15 seconds ready to go from the off here. So yeah, how do you see this one playing out, Ian?
New Zealand's a pretty strong team. They played pretty well yesterday. I think they might have a little bit more legs and skill than the Great Britain, but we're about to see.
Yeah, this is a young Great Britain under-19s team. They certainly put in. They had 2 games yesterday and put in a good showing against South Africa yesterday. I think they lost that one 3-0, which certainly was a result they were pleased with. So we'll see how they do here. New Zealand broken right through from the off there, though.
And it looks like they've scored a quick goal. Let's have a check with the referees, and yes, they're signaling goal.
Yeah, goal number 10 there, it looks like. Georgia Coughlin, I think it is, yeah.
Yep.
Apologies to her family. Yeah, so that's a very strong start from the New Zealand there. They broke it right through the middle.
No. So as a referee, you're in teams?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're working in 4 teams here. So we have 2 courts here running at the World Championships. So obviously, basically, a team running each court at a time. And so I'm currently off deck at the moment. So yeah, able to come and help commentate here.
And we've got referees from around the world as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I think all of the 10 nations that we have playing here have got referees here as representatives. So yeah. So it looks like Great Britain getting themselves into the New Zealand half here for the first time after that free puck, and New Zealand have swept it right round to the other side of the pool. They're going to try and cut it back on the inside now, but Great Britain will try and shut it down on that wall.
You can see both teams getting a few players down, but neither team getting enough to keep a drive going. So it's pretty even at this stage.
Yeah, battling on the around the halfway line on that wall, but now New Zealand are going to try and sweep it across the pool, get it around halfway across, and then break it back into the middle. Try and aim straight down the throat of that goal, and it looks like they've gotten very close there. Great Britain have managed to clear it out to the corner briefly, but the puck's been swept round and into the goal. So goal for New Zealand, and it's been given to number 11.
So that's Paris Henare.
Yeah. So off we go again after that goal. New Zealand win the strike there, knocking it out to the right. It's going to come back through the middle. See if Great Britain can hold on to this. Yeah, it comes out to the wall.
Unfortunately, there's a little dead spot in the pool right now between the 2 cameras, so we're trying to find the best picture there.
Yeah, unfortunately, have a limited number of cameras. So call for the referee there. It's against New Zealand for gloving foul. And so Great Britain are going to have an advantage puck here, about 5 meters out.
And 2 referees signaling the line that the New Zealanders need to get behind. They raise their hands, and that's the signal for the deck referee to start the game.
Yeah, a good knockdown there from the New Zealand attacker off of that advantage puck, and they've got it off of that wall, and they're going to again.
They very quickly.
Yeah, no, sorry, they very quickly swapped it off that wall. Again, right down the throat of the goal.
I mean, one of the key tactics in underwater hockey is to keep the puck moving across the pool to try and stretch the opposition so that they get tired out and miss the play.
So the call from the referee there, as you might have seen, if you know signals, that's a penalty shot's been signalled there. So penalty shot for gloving foul somewhere in that 3 metre area around the goal. And we're going to have a 2-on-1 shootout between the two attackers, one defender there. So we're about set up and ready for that to go. New Zealand take the puck, and it's going to go right into the goal there, knocked straight in.
I mean, it's very hard on a penalty shot to defend. The defender needs to keep their hand on the wall as they go down and then stop the attacking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the defender can't take their hand off that wall until the attackers touch the puck. So, and that puck is placed 3 meters out from the goal. So it makes it a pretty difficult challenge there, especially if the attacker's got a good flick on them. They can pretty much knock it straight in. But, you know, they do get saved sometimes.
Yeah. And so we're underway again.
Yeah, it looks like the Kiwi tactic is going to be basically to just try and put it down the middle of the pool here. Certainly haven't seen them trying to get it on the wall much, which is what Great Britain seem to be trying to do. We're going to have a call from the referees here. It's against New Zealand for stick infringement.
So I know for my under-23 men's team, we came here to Hobart on Sunday mostly, just to get a few practice days. And how are the referees preparing for this?
Well, referees have kind of, we all kind of arrived Monday and Tuesday, and basically the practice days that the teams had on the 4 days prior to the tournament starting, we had referees available to help out the teams with refereeing their practice matches that they'd arranged, and we would do that and just to kind of warm ourselves up as well as help the teams out. So yeah, it gets us into the rhythm of things before the tournament started properly yesterday.
I mean, and it's always difficult because you've got referees from around the country, like I said before, around the world, and everyone's got slightly different interpretations. So just trying to make sure that everyone gets together as a team of referees rather than individuals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I mean we have, like you say, referees coming all around the world. What we're lucky now is that we've got a good group of referees, many of whom have been to multiple world championships now, all with each other. So you know we get a good idea of each other, and the more we do it together, the more consistent things we get. Obviously, we have new people coming in as well. We're trying to develop new referees into the international scene. It's coming along well.
And it looks like Great Britain were able to push the puck into New Zealand half, but they were very quickly able to get the puck, flick it out to support, and it looks like they just scored a runaway goal.
Yeah. So New Zealand there just got it out just off of the wall, and then brought it right back in. Great Britain not able to quite keep up with that pace across the pool, and
it looks like another goal for Paris Henare.
Yeah, second already. So yeah, Great Britain coach, I can see Joe Pitchforth is going to call a timeout. Going to talk to our players.
I mean, as a coach here, you probably want to just settle the players down a little bit, try and get them focused on making those initial tackles, but staying down so that New Zealand isn't able to quickly recycle the puck back, as well as getting the forwards trying to go in and backpick as soon as the New Zealanders turn. That's one of the key things for the forwards, to try and disrupt that New Zealand flowing style.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's on the forwards there to interrupt those switches. I think certainly that's what I'd be telling the players here. Like you say, the coach here is just going to be trying to settle down her players. We're about halfway through this first half here, and they're down 4 already. But we're going to try and kind of limit those losses here, and maybe stick a couple in as well. So certainly that's what we'll be aiming for. Kiwis looking very relaxed there, I have to say.
I mean, from these pictures, you can see the beautiful complex we've got here at the Doon Kennedy Hobart Aquatic Centre. Just must thank the Tasmanian State Government, Tourism Tasmania, Events Tasmania, the staff, City of Hobart, and the staff here at the Doon Kennedy Aquatic Centre for this fabulous facility. You know, it's purpose-built for underwater hockey. They've got, you can see markings on the tile floor. So they had some foresight, 20 odd years ago to make this facility.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like, yeah, so same, very similar patterns developing here where New Zealand are just getting it out to that channel and then sweeping it back into the middle of the pool, and it's come through for the goal. Number 6 there from New Zealand. I'm going to give you a go at that one, Ian.
It looks like Mariki Balava.
Sounds good to me. I apologise to her family if they're watching. So yeah, that makes it 5-0 to New Zealand. About just over 7 minutes left in this first half. But yeah, just coming back to what you were saying there, yeah, been very welcoming here at the pool and in the city of Hobart in general. So yeah, absolutely. Thanks go to them. Okay,
And as we can see, the Kiwis again driving with support players on the bottom, pushing that forward, and you can see 3 New Zealanders just with 1 Great Britain defender, so it looks like an easy goal again.
Yeah, certainly. Great Britain defence is being very stretched here. Looks like number 7 scored that goal, Grace Driscoll. And is that a timeout? Yeah, timeout, I think. Yeah, timeout being called by the New Zealand coach there. So Letitia Jackson is going to speak to her team about. And what do you think she's going to be saying to their team here?
Just keep it simple. Keep the lines they're swimming. Keep supporting each other. It's obvious that they've got more players on the bottom. And just keep going as they are. You don't want to loosen any intensity. Just keep it going.
Yeah, certainly. So, I mean, she's going to want to get the team practicing what they've been doing in all of their training up until now, and making sure that they don't lose concentration, because this is going to be key when they come into the later rounds, I think, and some of the tougher games for them in the round robin.
I mean, it's also good to call a timeout just to give the players a bit of a breather. As a coach, we can use our timeouts judiciously, so we can make sure that we give the players maximum rest. I mean, this is a long tournament, and I know for most of my team, we've got 6 players who haven't played at a World Championships before, and the longest tournament they've played in was 3 days long. So, keeping their legs fresh and making sure you get enough rest and hydration as well is important.
Yeah, definitely. 8 days of this tournament definitely take their toll on everyone involved. It looks like New Zealand have come through here for another goal. Yep, indeed. So referees agree on that, and it's going to be a goal for number 3 for New Zealand.
And that looks like Charlotte Borch.
Borich, I'd say, yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, so that rest obviously helped her. New Zealand's after about 2 phases of play, got that right through into the goal. But as I was saying, it's a long tournament, takes its toll on everyone involved. The players, of the course, referees as well, I know, get tired, and the volunteers who do a lot of hard work here behind the scenes that probably you don't even see at home, but we certainly see them here and appreciate it.
Yeah, and this live streaming is provided free to all everyone that wants to view it. So if you do wish to contribute, there is a GoFundMe link in the description of the YouTube page. So please contribute. Also, if you want to make any comments about the live feed or streaming, please let us know.
Positive or negative. Okay, so we got an advantage puck for New Zealand here, and about 5 meters out from the goal here, Great Britain have got a few defenders down, so let's see if they can hold on to this one. Nicely swept away there by the great New Zealand attacker, and it looks like it bounced in the goal there, maybe not. Referees didn't call it, so it's going to be swept out to the corner by Great Britain, and they're going to bring it right out 45 degrees from the corner. It's going to go right in front of the goal again. Great Britain going to hold it on that penalty spot area, but New Zealand have fought their way through, and it's gone into the goal, so it's 8-0 to New Zealand.
New Zealand certainly have the numbers on the bottom here, and having that support players makes it so much easier for the teammates. So I think Great Britain needs to try and get more players down to defend, try and get the puck to start with, and then see if they can create some drives going forward.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. We got half-time coming up soon enough. So it'll be interesting to see if Great Britain can change things around maybe, and maybe think of a more defensive mindset, I think, and maybe try and, like you say, get more numbers on the bottom in defence there.
And it looks like another call by the referees there, and it's an advantage to New Zealand, right by the Great Britain sub box. So it looks like Great Britain are getting some fresh subs in the water. And New Zealand looking to move the puck across the pool, try and stretch the Great Britain defence, and bring it towards the goal channel, and it looks like they've managed to drive it in.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. So, I mean, you have to note there the fact that Great Britain, I think I saw 3 defenders down on the bottom there to New Zealand's 5 attackers. So, I mean, it just highlights what we were saying just a minute ago there. Certainly, nothing necessarily to do with the work rate of the Great Britain, but perhaps something to look at in their formation.
Yeah, and looks like another goal for Paris Henare. And you can see from the start that both teams are a little bit slow in getting down to the bottom of the pool, and the puck's driven across to the left-hand side, the far side away from us. But New Zealand driving again to that corner area.
So yeah, the Great Britain tried to get that puck away and strip it over to the wall, but they've been called up by the referees there. I think that was a stick infringement was called, so we're going to have an advantage puck to New Zealand. We're about 5 metres out. Yep, 5 metres out from the goal. On that side, yep, switched right across into the middle. New Zealand are going to try and get it straight into the goal. That's a big flick there from the New Zealand forward.
It's very close to the goal, but it looks like Great Britain managed to just pull it out to the corner.
That's some impressive skills there, I have to say, though, from some of the New Zealand girls. So it's never quite this in this division, certainly. I don't often see flicks that big.
Yep. I mean, it looks like Great Britain were able to get some good pressure and start the drive out to the corner and up the wall, but looks like New Zealand again pressing. I can see 3, 4 New Zealanders down.
Great Britain have managed to get that away, though. Did well to strip that away on that back wall, and it's right up into the corner. One of the safest places in defence to keep the puck.
I mean, as a strategy, we try and teach people to. One of the safest places is, of course, the corner, because it's furthest away from the goal, and you can set your backs up to try and cycle in, get a good rotation going, so you always get one player behind the other trying to drive that puck forward. Unfortunately, attackers are always trying to get in between your players to try and break up that stack to disrupt that flow.
Yeah, so Great Britain looked like they got a bit of a break on there, and we're going to get up into the New Zealand half. Unfortunately, the referees have brought it back. I didn't quite see what the call was for there, but nevertheless, New Zealand are going to get possession of the puck back.
It looks like there's 20 seconds left in this first half, so have to see if Great Britain can hold out or if New Zealand can get enough bodies down and keep support to score another goal.
Yep, so it looks like they might be just about saved by the bell here as they managed to fight that one off. It's come out to this near side wall here. And there we go, yeah, half time's been called.
So I think the Great Britain team will be thankful for this 3-minute rest.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. They'll be taking as many drinks and nutrition on board as they can. I think they probably have another game today, to be honest. I'm not quite sure who. I'll have to have a look in a second. But they'll certainly want to kind of keep their energy levels and perhaps for that game later. And, of course, all the rest of the games in this competition to come. And the same goes for the Kiwi girls there. You can see looking quite relaxed on the sat on the side there. But nonetheless, they've been doing a lot of swimming around the pool. So they'll want to keep themselves rested and hydrated and nutriated, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hydration is a key. Even though they're playing in water, you do still sweat, lose a lot of water throughout the game. So it's one of the key things, I keep telling my players is to always have, a drink bottle ready and keep fully hydrated. Because of the length of this tournament, it's also difficult for them to keep hydrated over the 8 days. and dehydration can actually creep up on you. It doesn't affect you in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of the things I've always heard and teach on to other people is if you're thirsty, then it's already too late.
Yeah.
If you feel thirsty, so the key thing is to keep hydrated all the time. Little sips of water, as you can see, the girls are taking there. Yeah, so just looking ahead in the day, we've got New Zealand right on the end of today. Actually, sorry, that's tomorrow. Let's review the schedule again and try and find the right day. But no, don't have the right schedule to hand here, so never mind. But yeah, you can see the referees also taking a bit of a rest there. They're having a bit of swim around. So as I say, it's, the length of this tournament takes its toll on everyone. And
I mean, I know as a coach, I still need to drink during a game. The referees do as well. So do you play underwater hockey yourself?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I play at home with West Wickham Underwater Hockey Club back at home, based in South London. So we're one of the top 6 teams in the UK, and along with many other teams that are represented in some of the squads that we have here for Great Britain. So hi to everyone back home who might be watching. I doubt you're watching live, to be honest. I think it's about 3 in the morning, but you might be watching a bit later on. So hello then.
Yeah, I'm still having difficulty knowing what day it is.
Yeah, no, it's Tuesday, right? No. So, yeah, I think jet lag's something that takes its toll on everyone who's come. Pretty much everyone who's come here has gone through some kind of big time change, apart from the Kiwis and the Australians, really. So that's one obstacle to overcome. Many of the teams arrived quite early on this tournament, so to try and combat that, and hopefully they've gotten over it by now, but it can still take its toll. I'm certainly feeling a bit tired, even though I've been in Australia for 5 days.
Yeah, and New Zealand's got the second half underway. They're looking to drive. You can see they've got numbers down. I can see 3, 4 New Zealanders down, but the referees have just called it back.
Yeah, so referee Annalise from South Africa there is going to make a call. Yeah, slight confusion over the call there. So yeah, it's actually going to go against who is that? I think that's against Great Britain. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, New Zealand going to have the advantage puck.
And you see the New Zealanders trying to take the direct route, going straight towards the goal, using that big flick again into the middle. But Great Britain have managed to pull it out to the side, try and get a little bit of a drive going, and New Zealand again trying to swing that puck across the pool into some open pool space, but they've created a stick foul.
Yeah, so on that wall, when they swept the puck away, you can see there was a bit of a stick infringement there. The defender came in and tackled the player's stick before the puck. So that's what that calls for. So Great Britain are going to try and take this advantage puck right over to the wall. Bit of a muffed flick there, but they've managed to get it over nonetheless.
And New Zealand looking to get possession again and drive it straight off that wall into open pool space and look to flick back towards support, but Great Britain managing to get bodies down now and defend.
Yeah, they're certainly looking a bit sharp already in this second half, and so whatever the coach there has told them has certainly gotten itself through. You can see 3 Great Britain players all there in support on that wall there. It's certainly good. New Zealand have made a bit of a way through the wall here. There's a strong push through there from their number 11 of New Zealand, Paris Henare. She's the one who's scored multiple goals already in this game. Call from the referees here, and it's against New Zealand. So yeah, Great Britain going to get the puck back. I think that was called for gloving there, so yeah, it was little bit too strong coming through there down the wall.
And it looks like New Zealand being a little bit relaxed and getting down, probably not as fast as they should be, but still looks like they're managing to get control of the puck. But it looks like Great Britain are actually driving forward, and New Zealand have managed to get control of the puck and are swinging it away to the open pool space and looking for support.
Yeah, so Great Britain managed to break it through right to that last line of defenders there in the New Zealand half, but that defender managed to sweep the puck away, and it's been swung right round the pool, and it's come right round the other side. It's come right now close to the goal, and New Zealand looking good for another goal here, but Great Britain have got the numbers down. See if they can hold the puck away from the goal. It's been swept through to the middle, but a call from the referees just before that goal was put in the tray. Stick infringement against New Zealand, so it looks like they got that puck illegally there.
So it looked like some good defence by Great Britain. They've certainly come out stronger in the second half. Supporting each other, having players down. That's always key.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Of course, with underwater hockey, it's all about being on the bottom, so having those numbers on the bottom is probably like 75% of the game, I think, really. So New Zealand have managed to get the puck back off of that advantage from Great Britain. So it's just cycling it round through the middle, forwards all supporting each other, and one by one having a go at getting that puck through to the goal. And it looks like they did get the puck in the goal there, but again a call from the referees, a gloving foul from New Zealand. So Great Britain saved by the bell once more.
Yeah, it looks so gloving means that they use the glove to move the puck forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So the technical term is illegally advancing the puck, so it doesn't have to strictly be by the glove, but generally it is. That's why we call it gloving. But so yeah, it looks like the new Kiwi player tried to punch that through with her glove there rather than with the stick.
And typically the gloves are fairly solid construction made of silicone to provide some protection, because the puck is 3 pounds, and it can be quite painful if you actually get hit with the puck.
Yeah, well, the technology with gloves here, like with lots of the other pieces of underwater hockey equipment, has come on quite a way in the recent years, and nowadays you get Kevlar kind of protection in the gloves there to kind of protect the player's knuckles, and some very good gloves on offer here. In fact, one of our sponsors, 6L Agua, are selling those here on the poolside as well. So.
It looks like some sloppy work again from New Zealand, committing another offence. So they were being pushed back, and it's a Great Britain advantage just outside in the quarter-way mark.
Yeah, so we've got a team timeout being called here. I think it was New Zealand called it. So we got a minute of time here for the coaches to come in and talk to their team. So we haven't had any goals in this. Oh, have we had any goals in the second half? Yeah, I don't think we have. So Great Britain are holding out well in this second half. 5 minutes in here, so 9 minutes 51 left in the second half, and in the game indeed. It'd be interesting to see whether Great Britain can manage to get 1 or 2 goals here in this game. That would be certainly lift their confidence for the oncoming games.
Yeah, and it looks like Great Britain looking to drive against the wall, but New Zealand down very, very quickly, getting the bodies down and support, so they managed to counter the push, so can't quite see exactly what's going on. And New Zealand getting the puck, looking to swing wide into open space, and you can see that they've got numbers down there supporting and driving again to that opposite corner.
Yeah, and they've done that familiar move there of switching it about 2 meters off the sidewall, off the back, I should say, and then have come right into the goal, stretching the Great Britain defences. I think it was black number 5. I think has been signal call. I saw a referee signaling a different number, but number 9, yeah, indeed. So
that's Phoenix Hanare again.
Yes.
I think that's her second.
Yes, yeah. So must have 2 sisters in there. I think the Hanare sisters. They're certainly racking up the goal total here for New Zealand under-19 women. Some proud parents at home, I'm sure. They may even be here. I don't know. There's a lot of Kiwi supporters here in Hobart.
Yeah. There's a lot of supporters here from around the world as well. I know we have some parents from the USA here. I've seen some parents from Great Britain and South Africa.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the parents getting well behind this World Underwater Hockey Junior Championships.
And it looks like another quick push by New Zealand. after the restart, and it's a goal, and that one was number 7, and Grace
Grace
Driscoll.
Driscoll, yep. Yeah, so as perhaps I put the commentator's curse on that, I think a few minutes ago, saying about how Great Britain were holding on to quite well in the second half, and New Zealand have quickly scored 2 goals here, so apologies for that, but there we go, that's the way we go.
Maybe the timeout helped from the New Zealand coach, Leetta Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, so yeah, absolutely, yeah, obviously what she told them has helped them and help the New Zealand girls find their way through this Great Britain defence that was holding out well beginning of the second half. But, hopefully can we regather and find a way through. But New Zealand have got the run of the pool here right through the middle. Yeah, and sure enough, they fire it into the goal just a couple of passes later.
So it looks like they're managing to tie up the Great Britain defenders on that wall. And as soon as all the defenders come into that wall side, they're actually pulling it out, swinging it wide into the open pools, and it looks like a goal for Tessa Timms.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, there we go. Quick timeout from the coach here from GB, Joe Pitchforth. And so she's going to get a minute to talk to her players here. You can see referee Simon Talbot as chief referee there is going to signal that to everyone who wants to know.
So a bit of interesting fact about Simon. I actually came to Hobart back in, I think it was 1990, and played against Simon when he was on the university team back in the old centre that was here before it was redeveloped.
Ah, okay, yeah. Well, there's I actually was just walking through the pool a bit earlier today, and there's a picture of him in the mid '90s, I think, one of the Tasmanian Australian national champion teams. So it's a big underwater hockey scene here in Tasmania. I do believe is actually probably the strongest in all of Australia. So you think it's actually the smallest state in Australia, Tasmania, but the strongest in terms of underwater hockey. They get a lot of players coming to this Hobart Aquatics Centre here 3 times a week, I think.
Oh, I mean, with the purpose-built pool, with the markings, these great barriers which you can see through, it's really a great advantage to, be able to play in a pool like this. In the US, we don't get as many glazed tile pools, so the play's
mostly metal bottoms there, isn't it? Or
it's called gunite, which is like a little concrete type. So it slows the puck down, which may help the GBs in this case. But it looks like New Zealand, again, very quick onto the attack and scoring another goal.
Yeah, that's that familiar sweep there from the wall into the centre of the centre of the pool, and Great Britain again a bit too stretched there. And it's up to 13-0 now. So I was just looking ahead at the schedule later today. So New Zealand are gonna want to rest as much as possible now, because later on today they are playing. Who have they got here? I think they're playing the USA under-19 team later. Great Britain are playing Canada just around the same time as that. It's around the end of today's play, so in about 4 or 5 hours from now. So not much rest time, maybe time to get some lunch and just maybe put their feet up, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually quite impressive from the US. This time we've got 3 teams here at the Junior World Champs. Last time in Spain we only had 1 under-19 boys team, so we've managed to develop and get enough juniors for 3 teams this time. So it's actually quite good for us, and we're looking to develop hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same goes for a few countries here, I think. So Argentina have brought their first ever junior teams to these championships, and I think they have 2 or maybe 3 teams here.
I think they've got at least 3.
Yeah, for 3 teams here, and they've never brought a team to a junior world championships before, so that's very great to see from them. Canada also have come up and brought extra teams this year.
Yeah, as we see the Great Britain woman actually just drive forward, looking to take the puck into the New Zealand corner, but New Zealand quickly counter-attacking, and they've got 2 forwards down, driving towards the goal without a defender in sight, and it looks like a very easy goal.
Yeah, so Great Britain pushed it right up near the New Zealand goal there, but it looks like that they suffered for that with the defenders pushing up to try and help that effort. So they were left a little bit lost at the back with 2 forwards breaking through, with not a defender being able to quite keep up with that attack.
Yeah, it looks like New Zealand are very quick on the breakaway and having support down. I mean, you saw the 2 forwards driving well together, supporting each other, and they were able to quickly get past the last defender.
Yeah, certainly an impressive. They're working impressively as a team here. This New Zealand girls team, certainly one to watch later in the tournament, I think. So New Zealand have swept it out onto that far side wall, but you'll notice not quite on the wall, in what I would call the channel off the wall, so just like a metre or 2 off of the wall.
And it looks like they're calling out a New Zealand player for a headshot or unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, well, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct signal there, so didn't quite see what was going on there. I think you're probably right, it was a headshot, I think, looking at how things were going. So the captain there of the New Zealand girls team, Georgia Coughlin, has been thrown out for 2 minutes on the side. So you got 2:45 left in this second half, so she'll be out for the most of that now.
Yep.
So 6 on 5, Great Britain have the advantage.
And we'll see if New Zealand continue the same style, looking to swing it wide. Typically, when you've got a player out, you'll take one of the players out of the forward line, just to make sure you've got enough defenders there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So New Zealand's perhaps not so worried about having one player out of the water for now, but like you say, they will have to slightly reshuffle things in their lines to try and make up for that player lost. So, but you see they got an advantage puck again there for another infringement, and they've broken it right through on the channel there on that far side wall. It's coming into the middle now. You got just right on the edge of the 6 metre D.
And you can see New Zealand quickly pulling the players across, doing a curl, recycling the puck, and then driving forward towards the goal. And it looks like another goal there.
No, I think it's been swept away to the corner there. So it's slightly confusing. Here's a close game going on the other court. So some support being heard from over there. And New Zealand, so they've cut it off that wall, come right around the back side of the court there, and are kind of try and sweep it into the goal.
Some furious defence by Great Britain, and they've managed to get it and drive it away, but
yeah, it looks like an illegal stop there. Yeah, with gloving called there. So yeah, punched away by the Great Britain defender with a glove, and so New Zealand are going to get the advantage puck here on the 5 metre line.
So just for those curious why the time is counting up, during the last 2 minutes of the game, they actually stop the clock and it goes into a ref's timeout.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like curiosity of the timing system we're using here that you can see on screen that when you stop the clock, there's an upwards counting clock in the screen instead. Slightly off-putting, but yeah, basically what that means is the game clock has paused where you saw it last.
There you can see USA referee John Colser calling a goal and just confirming that that's number 4, Jordan Ross for New Zealand.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the first goal for her, I think. I don't remember her number coming up before, so New Zealand spreading the goal scoring across the score sheet.
And well done for her for scoring while they were still a player down.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no, not often you actually do score goals when you're a player up.
And with 30 seconds left in the game, it looks like an easy win for New Zealand here.
Yeah, so we're nearly there. That player should be back in the water now, so back onto 6-on-6 action. And I think, I can see her. She just got in and went and substituted straight away. So obviously getting New Zealand back to their usual formation. Nicely swept away by the defender there. That was the one who came off the sub box and came in, swapped the puck off the Great Britain defender and comes straight in towards the goal. The Great Britain had defenders down to try and stop it though. We're going to get stoppage from the referees. So they're going to call an equal puck here. Looks like they were calling gloving on both sides. So some.
And it looks like the game has actually finished.
Yes, you're right there. So yeah, the foul called pretty much on full time. So that'll be the end of this match here. So the final score is Great Britain 0, New Zealand 15.
Yep. So it's goodbye from me.
Yep, and goodbye from me. Yeah, thanks very much for listening, and we'll hopefully talk to you later.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thanks.